Alright guys, welcome back to another training video, another training session. My name is Winston and you're here at 5 Years to Mastery. And today I want to talk about something that is truly heartfelt, and that's really how to turn pain into power. Because every one of us, from time to time, we experience pain in our lives. I'm sure you have experienced some pain at some point or another. Whether it's a case where somebody who was very important to you actually passed away, and that was very painful for you, or it may be a case where, probably you were in a relationship before and it didn't end so well, or it ended, even if it ended well, it ended and you were heartbroken by it. Or it may be a case where, probably you're at a place in your life right now where you're not really satisfied with where you are, whether that's, financially, or whether that's where your health is concerned, or, probably being a parent or spouse, whatever it is. But, that situation is very painful for you. Have you been there? I'm sure, every one of us, that's watching this video right now, you've been there, and that's what I really want to talk about. And one of the things I've learned over the years is really how to turn that pain into power that you can use to really conquer your fears, conquer whatever limitations you have, or just simply to help you to push towards that goal or that dream that you've had for the longest while, but you didn't pursue it for one reason or another. How can you take the pain that you're experiencing right now and really use it to your advantage? Because all of us at some point or another, we will experience pain. I'm not really here to tell you how to avoid pain, because it's really inevitable. What I'm really here to do is, to probably help you better cope with it, and more importantly, use it to your advantage to really help you to achieve certain things that you want out of life. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and intentionally look or search for pain. I'm just saying, with the pain that whether you're experiencing now, have experienced in the past, or will inevitably experience in the future, how can you take that experience and use it to your advantage? I can tell you, there have been, I can be very, very transparent about this, because, I really want to help you guys. I've had many painful experiences in my own life. Too much to count, really. I can tell you about, my aunt in 2013, when she passed, was very, very close to me, very dear to me. We sort of formed a bond through the business that we were both a part of, and she passed away in 2013, and that was very difficult for me. Still took me a while to get over that, because it felt so surreal to know that just the other day we were talking, and talking about expansion for the business and all the things that would have been made possible because of the business, and just to have her pass away just like that, especially since she was in the hospital, and she came out of the hospital, we thought that she was getting better, only to a week later, had a heart attack and died, and that was very painful for me. Whether it's a case of being in a relationship, I can tell you, last two relationships I was in didn't end so well. It was truly painful for me. Imagine you're in one relationship, and that didn't work out. You're really heartbroken by it. But shortly after, ending up in another situation, another relationship, and also that one ended up being heartbreaking as well. So basically, like a back-to-back heartbreaking, painful situation for me. I can think back to the times when financially things were not so wonderful, and having a child that you have to take care of, especially just being a parent in general, but also if you're a man and knowing that you can't even take care of your daughter. I mean, that was painful for me, guys. I mean, that was a real gut wrencher for me personally. Being at a point, even in my business, when you're out there, you're trying everything possible and nothing at all is working. And I can remember a point where it became so painful for me. And this is something that I don't think I've ever shared with anyone before, whether family member, friend, otherwise. I haven't shared with anyone at all before, but there was this moment when it became so painful for me that I literally guys, nearly had a nervous breakdown because of it. I can remember sitting in my room and I'm literally, this is me hyperventilating, breathing in and out, in and out, in and out, and I can literally feel the intensity of it, rising each time, getting more and more intense until I literally felt as if I was about to lose my mind, and I had to literally, grab myself, not physically, but I guess you can call it spiritually, emotionally, mentally, grab myself and, say, Winston, just relax, breathe, and literally had to calm myself down in that moment to prevent myself having a nervous breakdown. So, and I mean, every walk of life, guys, financially, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, I've been there, whether it's because of business or relationship or family, guys, I've been there, I've experienced the pain, and I'm not here looking for a pity party necessarily, but one of the things, I think the greatest gift that, God has actually given to me is my ability to, I guess you can call it, be the why guy, be the solution guy. One of the greatest gifts I have is that I'm someone that, doesn't just sit back and hope things get better. I'm not someone that wishes things get better. I'm the type of, very proactive person when it comes to, problems in my life, trying to find a solution to a problem or a challenge. I'm that very proactive, take charge, do whatever it takes to figure it out type of person. And it's really that approach to life that I've, and it's not something I was born with, so don't think that this is a natural, something I was naturally born with. It's just something I've cultivated, that skill over the years, to condition my mind to always seek to try to find a solution to a problem, no matter how painful it is. And because of that, it has allowed me to cope with certain painful situations over the years, but more importantly, learn how to get through those painful situations and actually use them to my advantage. And that's really what I want to talk to you guys about today, how to use the painful situations in your life, the painful experiences in your life, and how you can use it as a driving force to really push you towards your goals and dreams, instead of having it paralyzing you and keeping you crippled where you are right now, for a very long time. And I'm not here to tell you that, as a matter of fact, I'll be the first to tell you, if you have a traumatic or painful experience, don't feel bad because you're feeling depressed or sad or angry by it. Don't apologize for it. Feel how you need to feel. Feel how you need to feel, because we're humans. We're not robots. I know society would like us to think, or want to have us think that, if you're depressed or you're sad or you're angry, then you shouldn't be, you should be this happy-go-lucky person all the time. And I believe in positive thinking, but I also believe in being human, guys. And sometimes, you need to be depressed. You need to be sad. You need to be angry sometimes, because it's painful, it's hurtful. But what I would say is that it's okay to be that way, but it's not okay to stay that way, to stay in that state, to stay in a state of depression, to stay in a place of sadness, of anger, not to stay in that place, but how to actually move from that place to a more empowered state where you can also, you know, move forward and you know, get through the day, get through your life, and accomplish the things that you want. So with that said, all of that, what I really want to introduce you to is what I've used throughout the years, as I said, to turn pain into power. It's called the pain pressure release technique. You know, that's a pain pressure release technique, where basically it's a way for you to use the pain, how to intensify it, and then the release part is actually using it to your advantage. So if you're actually ready for that, guys, click on the link. You know, join the mailing community, and you can get access to that and other training videos that I have exclusively that you know, I don't put anywhere else. Alright guys, so with that said, thank you again for watching this video. Thank you for sharing this time with me as we embark on this journey together to create our best selves. So remember guys, let's work to create a powerful you, to create a fulfilling life. Alright guys, so with that said, I'm Winston. Join me again in the next video, and hope to see you again guys. So with that said, take care and all the best. Goodbye.